It's an honor to be here tonight. I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you to the Young Americans Foundation for helping to support and sponsor this event, and of course the DePaul Conservative Alliance, an organization of young people whom I feel strongly about, and the fact that they're at least having the courage of their convictions to address important issues that will affect us today as well as in the future. It's very important for us to have the courage to have this dialogue, and that's so important. I'm going to bring to you tonight some news from the border, what's happening at the borders, plural, and dispel some of the unfortunate misrepresentations about you through the media and through other websites and whatnot. But the most important thing is for us at the end, as we present our solutions to a problem, after studying this for 6 years, I want to present some solutions, and I'm encouraged and want to hear what you have to say about this. So it's important that we have a dialogue and talk about solutions to the problem. Because what we have is a national disgrace along our border, especially the southern border. Human rights violations and the blatant contempt for our dominant culture in this country, something that's attracted immigrants throughout our history, is the rule of law. Equal justice, protection, economic opportunities. So we want to expose what's actually happening. I am the representative and the president and founder of Minutemen Civil Defense Corps. Previously to that, we were the Civil Homeland Defense. We're a group of citizen activists who decided that we needed to take a stronger stance in petitioning for a redress of grievances from our government. The government that got us into this problem. A government that promised us in 1986 that if we were a charitable, warm-hearted, welcoming nation, and we would give amnesty to 2 million people, that they would fix this problem and protect immigrants and to protect and improve our immigration system. I agree with everyone that no human is illegal. We must base the premise of our discussion tonight on that. I might take this microphone home. No human is illegal. I agree. We have a lot in common here. I see these signs everywhere, and I truly believe that in my heart. We have world issues now, and migration for economic opportunity is not just a United States and Mexico issue or a Canadian issue. It is a world issue. It's because the rich keep getting richer and corporations keep expanding, and the wealthy get wealthy. And unfortunately, many people feel that opportunities are not provided to those who are not part of the elite. And we certainly need to address that. No human is illegal. However, the actions and behaviors of humans can be deemed illegal based on the laws of God and society. We are all descendants of immigrants. Anyone who denies that is in a deep state of denial, and unfortunately is going to cloud their understanding of this issue. We all migrated from Europe, other parts of the world, to start a new life in this great country. Today, America still should be the land of opportunity and freedom. Every year, though, we continue to welcome legal immigrants from all over the globe, many of whom, and I hope you can read this better than I can. Can everyone see that already? All right? Okay. I also want to warn you that tonight there will be some very graphic visuals from the board. So I'm going to warn you ahead of time. Many of these folks have become a great asset to our economy. They've become dedicated leaders in our communities and have worked hard to adapt to our language and traditions. Fortunately, the positive impact of our country's legal immigrants has been overshadowed for many years now by the growing problem of illegal immigration and the call for tighter security at our nation's borders. The influx of illegal aliens has put a tremendous strain of limited state and local resources, including our schools, social programs, law enforcement, and prisons. Now, if you notice, we're talking about illegal entry into this country. It's not about any group of people. In 2002, when I started this organization, Border Patrol, with only about 6,000 agents along our southern border, apprehended about 1 million people. In 2002, those million represented about 44 nationalities. 2 years later, we began bringing more attention to the issue. Border Patrol increased their Border Patrol agents. They began noticing an increased problem along our northern border. We caught 1.2 million. 2 years later, though, those 1.2 represented about 70 nationalities. We moved to last year. Border Patrol apprehended a record number of people coming across both our northern and southern border, a record number of people being caught along the northern border, 18,000, which pales in comparison to the 1.375 million that were caught on the southern border, representing people from over 100 nationalities coming across the border. It's clear that while we've been arguing and pandering and calling each other names, and social friction continues to rise in our communities because of the lack of response of our federal government, the world has been paying attention. How many of them may have intentions to cause harm to our nation or to individuals. We clearly see that in the increase in gang activity and gangs that are made up of people of foreign nationals that enter this country illegally. So it's a national security issue, and it's a public safety issue. And it's an issue where American citizens have to define what our citizenship means, what it means to be a citizen, what our civic duty is as citizens, and direct our attention to the people who got us into this mess. The governments of the United States of America, and unfortunately at this point, the government of Mexico, who has not provided its citizens economic opportunities, and those responsibilities continue further south and continue across the globe of citizens of other nation states who do have borders, who've decided that because of the oppression, the economic repression, and the inability to feed their families or achieve economic opportunity has caused them to come across their borders. And to even come across many borders to reach the United States, which can mean only one thing. The United States is obviously a very desirable destination for many people